Ain't no half stepping, y'all, with Marcus J. Thank you for staying with us. Be down with us tonight. Call us up at 804-402-2893, 804-402-2893 to be down with the flagship show right here on LegacyInternetRadio.com. We appreciate the love we get. You can hear us here on Shoutcast, Winamp, on TuneIn, and I got to give some love to my family on MixLR because they hold me down every single week. They've been holding me down since we were on the website we used to be on. So the folks on MixLR got a special place in my heart. We appreciate the love we get. And they know how to step in with Marcus J. So continuing with the what the hell, Carlton Banks, you a man, right?
Last I checked.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless I lost a part,
you a man,
I'd be kind
right?
of mad if I lost it.
You a dude. Okay. So as a dude, I'm gonna come to you on this one first. So I want you to listen to the story. Don't interject. You're gonna want to because damn it, I wanted to interject myself when I was reading the story. I wanted to say what the hell, but I had to read the story. I couldn't say what the hell to myself. And I'm not gonna read the byline. I'm gonna read the story because the byline would give it away. Let me read the story. And I'm reading this from the 360experiment.com. The 360experiment.com. It's about a man who loved his wife dearly, describing her as both beautiful and feminine, but little did he know he was married to someone who used to be a man. A fellow who goes by the first name Jan described his horror upon finding out that his wife was actually born a boy. This Belgian man was married to his wife Jan for 19 years, engaging in all kinds of unmentionables with her, and is now feeling a bit disgusted. Cousin from his wife's family in Indonesia told Jan the horrible truth that would change his life forever. We can only imagine that his wife felt worse since transgender people are often confronted with terrible reactions from potential mates. Quote, "My second marriage was on the rocks at the time and we quickly fell in love," Jan told the Belgian media. He also says the gender change explains why his wife was, quote, "never very good at ironing." I'm not real sure that I dig the chauvinistic comment there, but quote, "I thought that she was a very attractive woman and she was all woman and she had no male traits. She was 27 at the time, and so I asked if she wanted children. I was glad when she said no because I was 44 already and had two of my own." This is what Jan said. He said that he now understands why his wife always needed to lubricate herself in the bedroom, and she always said that she was taking birth control pills. I don't know about y'all, but I usually watch them pills get swallowed. That's just me. But anyway, continuing with the story. He said that now he understands why his wife always needed, I already said that part. "She was always a good mother to my children and always a fantastic cook, though we wasn't that great at cleaning and ironing, and now I know why," which is dumb as hell. You can cook, but you can't clean and iron. Jan, you're a jackass on that statement. But the marriage fell apart when Jan's wife began to go out late and wear revealing outfits. This is when he stumbled upon the secret that hurt him so deeply. Carlton Banks. I wanted to get the whole story out. Jan, I got some issues with Jan with some of the chauvinistic things he says because he kind of sounds like a jackass, but I understand some of his concerns about his wife having been born a boy. Carlton Banks, what you think about that? If you found out that Mrs. Banks used to be Mr. Banks, and
No, it wouldn't be Mr. Banks.
Okay, well, Mr. freaking maiden name, damn it. You get the point, man. Okay, he's having trouble. You see him, he can't even talk.
No, I'm waiting.
He can't too talk.
No, go ahead, get it.
No, I'm done. You talk.
Okay.
Hold on.
Rooting at the gate.
Hold on, caller.
Wait a
Caller,
minute,
I know
what
you
you-
like that. Hold on, caller.
What you putting on the table?
He's putting money in the tip jar. Don't say nothing too crazy. We are still in no hashtag Marcus J. This is not the green room. So before you say whatever the hell you want to say, just remember there's certain things that you can't say. And for the listeners who can't see him, Tamika, what is Carlton doing? He's going in his pocket and he's doing what?
I'm about to have some money. He's throwing out debit cards.
He's throwing out all his
dollar
money.
Bills.
He done threw out all his
I need
money.
a 20. Go
The
ahead,
tip
put a 20
jar,
out
2
there.
credit cards. He's filling the tip jar. But in all seriousness, what's your comment?
I'd have killed that. I'd be in jail right about now. I really would be. I really and truly wholeheartedly would be in jail because of the simple fact you don't bamboozle me. You don't have me run amok. You ain't laying on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock is in between your damn legs. I would have killed him. You have no idea what I would have done. I mean, dead serious. I looked at it like, bitch, what? You what? Yeah, you hear my eyebrows going up? Because at that point, I would have gone blind to the fact that this person was somebody that I once loved and cherished and had everything. So only to find out it was a damn man. Man, I go off. I killed. Yo, Judge, I killed her. That's
Why?
right. I
Why?
killed. Hold
Why?
on.
Why you
Let me
so
finish. Hold
upset?
on. Because the tip money still here, right? Don't let me finish. Just hold on. Your Honor, yeah, I killed her. Yeah, Your Honor, you as a man, what would you have done? I had a blind moment of insanity because I just lost my mind. You ain't gonna tell me after all these years you a man and all this and I done this and done that. Ain't no way. Ain't no effing way. But there are some out there that like that kind of stuff. And you know what? To them, I like, y'all effers crazy too. Because I don't understand it. I personally don't understand it. First of all, I like the softness of a woman. How do you get past the hand test? Unless it was, well, I ain't gonna call her name out, but you know.
Don't do it.
Don't. But how he pass the hand test? I mean, for real, because the hand test is really. See, I could probably pass the hand test. What you think? I ain't got that rough hands, do I? See, other men, they got the rough hands. They got calluses and whatnot.
Those are hardworking
slow
men
down.
that have
Tamika,
calluses. Those are hardworking men.
I work hard. I cut grass.
Tamika, what's your
With
thoughts?
gloves on.
Tamika,
No.
what's your thoughts, Tamika?
Well, after 20 years, I can kind of agree with Carlton Banks here a little bit. I think that it wouldn't surprise me if he snapped and killed her. It wouldn't. But we talking 20 years of marriage. In 20 years, you've never picked up the medication that your wife has been taking every day. You don't know what this is. You don't know the history. You don't know. You never asked to see baby pictures of your wife when she was smaller. Like, how do you not know that this is somebody that used to be a man? And at what age did this man become a woman?
Here's my thing, and y'all gonna be completely shocked by my position on this, but I think Carlton Banks out of his damn mind for being so aggressive about his position, and here's why. Because of the last part of the point that you just made, Tamika. 19 years you married, you don't get with somebody, you know, and be married to them for 19 years without having been with them for a little longer than that. So you figure, like you said, 20 years you with this person, you know, you having sex, however regular you are having sex, you know, and I also know at the risk of being a little bit, you know, raw here, some women have issues with lubrication. So the whole lubrication thing is not that uncommon either. So you with her for 20 years or him for 20 years, you having sex with her and him. And you're looking at it, you know, you're looking at it. I'm guessing you're looking at it. You see it. So you didn't know. You didn't know.
That was a real good cosmetic job.
It was a good cosmetic job.
Know.
It was a good cosmetic job. And I understand the fury, but my issue wouldn't be so much with the gender issue. My issue would be with the fact that you weren't honest with me. That's where I would have an issue. You weren't honest with me. It wouldn't be so much with the fury about, because at the end of the day, you could say what you want. You could be mad at what used to be a dude. To me, that's homophobia. I don't have homophobia. I just don't. I don't have issues.
That's not a homophobia
I think that's
situation.
homophobia.
That's a lie situation.
Well, it's a lie situation,
That's a
but
lie
so which
so,
lie?
okay.
What lie could your female wife tell you that would make you want to kill her?
She's cheating.
So you'd want to kill her?
Yeah, I'd be mad.
But
if somebody lies to you from this length of time, and if your gender is hetero, if your relationship is supposed to be heterosexual, and you come with this bombshell like this,
But it is heterosexual. She's a woman now.
No,
She
she's
was never
not
a man.
woman.
She is a woman.
No.
How is she
Her
not a
DNA
woman?
has an X and a Y chromosome.
But
She can't change that.
No.
She can take hormones.
Let's go right back to where I wanted to go. Where I wanted to go was, with me, the issue is the lie and not the homophobia. That's my issue. If you disagree, say you disagree. So the question that I asked you was, and I'm gonna come to the call in a minute. Caller, be patient, because I got a bunch of questions. I got a bunch of hits on the MixLR page from folks, and I got to get them all in as well. But my question is the fact that you're a heterosexual female wife. What lie could your heterosexual female wife tell you that would make you want to kill her? And I'm sure there might be some out there for some people. Okay, well that's fair. The child ain't mine. That is a absolutely fair one. And if you feel honestly strongly about that, then cool. I'm going to get some comments in, and then I'm going to get to my caller. First one comes from Jay Grizzy, says, hashtag Eddie Murphy. and K-Dub got a good laugh on him. About that. S.Y. Butler says, you still love him. You just mad because you slept with a dude. I agree with that. Tony says Carlton would kill him out of rage because you were playing titty winks with a man and brokenhearted about losing the love of your life. SY comes back and says the pride has been shot down, and Tony's agreeing. Jay Grizzy says he's not jumping in on this one. These fools talk about lube him up, dude. Tony's tripping off of Jay Grizzy, but she's also saying a dried up 26-year-old is suspect. I disagree with that because some of y'all out there that don't know how to, I'm not being crass, but some of y'all out there is dry as the sand dunes. Jay Grizzy also says that all chicks have to pass with 100% score of the nut grab test. And I just went all green room on Ain't Know How to Step in Marcus, Jay, but considering I'm reading a quote from Jay Grizzy, so be it. At this time, I'm going to bring in my homeboy, my brother. I got K-Dub on the live line. What's up, man?
What's going on, family?
You listening here. Before I get your quote in, I got Simone in Jersey City. What's up, girl? Thank you so much for listening. You mad Jazz cousin-in-law at the he-she cousin that told the secret. You know, so you should be mad at the person that let it out. K-Dub, you listening in. You hear these comments, man. You hearing all of this. What's your thoughts, man?
Well, first, I think that the story is a little incomplete. I think that there's some things that's incomplete. Secondly, the guy Jan or whatever like that, I would have a lot of questions in regards to him because over 20 some years or whatever like that, there's a few things that you might not have caught up on, but I think that after a while you would have had questions. And let's be totally honest. I'm gonna go all the way there, man. I'm sure that a number of our listeners have had relations with a female that may have a brother, right? And I'm just thinking to myself, how many times has he looked into this woman or man, whatever space, and thought to himself like, looking a little manly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just questioning the dude Jan and some of the things that might have went through his mind or whatever like that. But here's one thing that I will say is that the wife or she, whatever the transgender individual, I would say that in some circumstances, they just getting away with the divorce would be a win. Because I'm going to say that I probably know some individuals that might have taken him or she off of the earth because of that type of situation, because of one, being bamboozled, and two, just the embarrassment of the whole scenario. So, that's what I'm looking at. I think it's odd, but to be honest with you, I think that the story as a whole is a little incomplete.
I think it's a little odd. I'll be honest with you. To me, I stand by what I said earlier. I got issues with Jan. You was there for 20 years. You were in love with this man, formerly man, woman. I support the LGBT community. I've always been on record as supporting so. What I have issues with is the fact that the wife was not honest. If you had come right out and said, dude, I used to be a man, you would have given Jan the opportunity to make a decision. But if Jan's issue, personally, for me, if Jan's issue is based in homophobia, I got issues with Jan because you were there for 20 years and you was with what you thought was a woman for 20 years and you had no physical indications that you were not with a woman. So for all intents and purposes, you were with a woman. So if this person was born a man, yeah, it's a transgender, but at the end of the day, you was with the woman for 20 years.
It's not the same.
I understand you say it's not the same, but in my opinion, it is, because if you with someone, who physically exhibits the qualities and characteristics of a woman, and you had no reason to physically think that you're not with a woman, then your issue shouldn't be with the transgender. Your issue should be with a lie.
No, you didn't give me
Did
an option.
he take a look at the hands? Did he take a look at the feet or
That's,
anything like that?
that's what Carl Banks.
You didn't-
That's the same thing that Carl Banks said. But to me, you know, checking hands and feet, and you know, that's right up there with the Adam's apple. To me, that's those comments to me are based in homophobia. Let me
No,
get
it's not. You didn't give me an option.
Well, let me
You didn't give me an
let me get
option.
let me get a comment in, and then I'll let you finish, Carl Banks. We're getting a hit from my homeboy Ben. Ben's a high school friend of mine, and I'm gonna read his comment because his comment is probably one of the best comments that we've ever gotten on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. Ben says he couldn't catch the whole show tonight. He's driving around with the family running errands, but we had Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J streaming in the Pathfinder, and believe it or not, it was a 7-year-old that piped up and said, quote, "Oh man, Dad, can I wait in the car with you and listen to your high school friend on his radio station?" Ben, that is Dub. You know Ben too. That is to me by far the best comment that we have ever gotten.
Fire Nation, baby.
Fire Nation, class of 92 and 93. Ain't No Half Steppin' Marcus J. Ben, you are number one fan tonight. Whatnot, no disrespect to SY, but Ben, you definitely came through, you and the 7-year-old. So please give the 7-year-old a high five from the whole crew here. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. But back to you, Carl Banks. I feel, in my personal opinion, and we disagree with each other, that's fine, we can debate it. But my issue is not based in the transgender part of this, because you was with them, you were there, and I've been married for not 19 years but for a long time, and you know, I seen everything there is to be seen, and you've been married almost as long as I have, and you've seen everything. I can't speak for Miss Tamika, but she's a grown woman. I'm guessing she's seen all the parts of whoever she's seeing. So the point, and so is K-Dub. So the point I'm making is, if you there with your partner, you gonna see the goodies. You gonna see physically everything there is need to be seen. Now we can make the jokes about the hand test and feet test and the Adam's apple and all that kind of stuff. We can go there if we want to, but to me that's nonsense. For me, the real deal is the lie. That's the issue. It's the lie. It ain't about you used to be a dude, because you don't cross that bridge when you put it in there. I mean, I don't mean be crass, but that's just real talk.
The thing is, you didn't give me the option.
Okay.
I don't care if you came out.
You didn't give me the option, but that's the lie.
But that's not the lie. That's not the lie. If you told me up front, this is what you were, you give me an option. You didn't give me that option. You took that away from me. Okay? You did everything you possibly could to destroy what we had based on a lie. You cannot build on that. You didn't give me the option to say, I want to be with you because I'm in love with a person, not so much the gender. Okay? I could get over the gender issue. I'm not homophobic. You know that. I had a problem because it's a lie, and that's where it came to. Okay? Granted, you ain't cute. I mean, that little goatee you got going on there, if I saw you shaving that tomorrow morning and I thought you were my wife, but you shaving that next morning, we're going to have a talk. But there are some women that shave, but that's another story altogether different. The problem is, I was never given the option from you being upfront, which is the lie, but it's still the option for me to say, once I get to know you, sure, we can do this. That's where my anger comes from, because it's some fact. You hold up with somebody for 19 years, you can give this person all that, and then all of a sudden they done some crazy crap like this. Man, please. You got people been married for 50 years and they get a divorce. I mean, that happens, and that person goes crazy. It's not the fact that they're transgender, they're lesbian, they're gay, they're whatever, they're post and pre-op. It's the fact you didn't give me an option.
So you're telling me, you look at me in the eye and telling me you disagreeing with me, but you basically just said what I said. It's the lie.
No, you brought in the fact that I was homophobic.
Okay, all right. Well, then take out the fact that I said that you were homophobic, because the first part of your comment sounded like you were speaking from a homophobic when you went through the whole dramatic thing about putting your money on the table because you're gonna kill him and you don't need a tip jar and all that kind of stuff. But you made it seem like it was about the fact they used to be a man. So now you're saying that it's about the lie. So which is it? Like, all right, cut. Hold on. Let me just ask you a simple question. Forgetting everything that was said before this question, I'm gonna ask you a question. Is it about the fact that Jan's wife used to be a man, or is it about that Jan's wife told a lie? Which one, without a long explanation?
It's the fact that he was a man. And that's not being homophobic. The fact of the matter is this: you didn't give me the option. You didn't give me the option. I can love anybody, but the fact is, I deserve the chance to have the option. I'm not coming on Jerry Springer.
Okay,
right,
so maybe
me.
what you're saying is not based in homophobia. So I will take that back since you're clarifying. But it also sounds like you're saying that it's about the lie, which is what I said.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not so much a lie. If you can say it's a lie. My whole point is I want an option. Okay, I'm not saying that's what I want. I want an option.
You're real good about trying to make your point without agreeing with mine. You're still agreeing with me, even if you don't think you are. I'm gonna move on. Tamika, what do you think?
I mean, I agree with caller K-Dub.
K-Dub is on the live line.
I agree with him. There's holes to this story because there's no way that you're married to somebody for 20 years and you don't know that there's something is up. You just don't know. It's impossible unless you're really not paying attention. It's impossible to know. So I'm with you. I think it's more about the lie more than anything.
K-Dub, I'm gonna come back to you in a minute. S.Y. Butler is saying that we sound like a Maury show right now as far as the option. The person is female in her heart, and in your eyes there are no options. Jay Grizzy says, flip the script. Ain't no straight person trying to trick no transgender into a relationship, let alone marrying one. Yes, it's a lie, but if it was me, I would make the transgender operation happen a lot sooner than they want. Okay, Grizz. K-Dub, final thoughts. You get the final word on this before we move on to the next piece.
I still stand by that. That the story seems as though it has a lot of holes in it, but I also still stand by my initial reaction, saying that there have had to have been some things that would have had to have him question something, whether it's hands. Okay, everybody always, look at the Adam's apple, look at the hands and feet, but like even, I would venture as far as saying even the sheep when naked, it's just certain things that I would think that not even 20 years down the line, 10 years down the line, within that first year, I gotta look at it and be like, yo, am I in bed with a man? I mean, that's just me.
All right, well,
that ain't going down, but I just think that there's some things that may have been overlooked.
The only thing that I'll say to that, Dub, I mean cut you off, but I want to move on from this. So I'll take the last word, and then we're gonna move on, and I'll give you the first word on the next story that we talk. But the reality is, every sister ain't built like a sister. And we know some sisters that got that jacked up shape, and you look at them, you're like, what the hell is wrong with her shape? She built like a triangle. I mean, for real. I mean, so if we go into, hands being rough, or we go into all of that, we also know that some women got, more mustache than Marcus J got. And we also know that, some women, got real big boobs and little booties, and real big booties and little boobs, and no hips. I mean, so I don't know that we can go necessarily by those physical cues.
The example was women, but what if it's a man that?
Right. I understand that. But if we're to utilize the typical physical cues that we get from what we find feminine in a woman, we also know that some women don't carry those traits. Dude, for real, you and I have been friends since we was 3 and 2 years old. If we go back through our history, we could pick out women that's built like dudes, for real. And we know they women. Well, I guess we don't know they women. but seriously, we know they women.
We might have to take that in the back row, because I want to know who you I want to know who.
I mean, we may not think they dudes. But we can, if we go back, we joked with Ben a minute ago with St. Anthony's. We go back to St. Anthony High School, class of 92 and 93. We can at least pick out a couple of chicks for real that we be like, you know what? She don't have no feminine shape. And we knew them since we was in high school. And so we know they're real chicks, but they not built like them. So I don't know that I want to, and if we go to Light Rail Cafe, on Randolph Avenue in Jersey City, New Jersey, right now, we gonna see at least one chick with a mustache.
Just one?
Straight up. You laugh all you want, and I know I just gave Spank free press just now. I gave Spank free press. But the reality is, I'm right.
I hear you, but here's the thing. And every example that you made is definitely tangible. But here's the situation: is that the situation or the story is about a female man. I'm sorry, posing as a woman, whereas your examples were men posing as. I'm sorry, women having maybe a non-feminine type of thing. I think that it may be, and again, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I think it may be a little different from a man posing as a woman or a woman posing as a man. I think that it may be a little bit of a variation between the two.
Well, I said that. I got you. No, your opinion is valid. I made that point to say that, when you said earlier that you should be able to get physical cues from your lady, I made the point every single lady ain't built like a lady, like a traditional lady. So, just because you expect the hands to be soft or the Adam's apple to be not so hard, doesn't necessarily mean that that's how your chick gonna roll. Because what
about that voice? What about that voice box?
Come on, man, really? Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. Come on, man. We can't. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But they didn't sound like chicks, though. That's the thing. They didn't. I don't think that they sounded like females. Yeah, it wasn't.
All right. Then I'm gonna shut it down. Damn it. I'm gonna shut it down. Esther, goddamn roll. Esther roll, man. Esther roll.
Esther roll. What about her?
Esther roll sound like a dude.
Man, Weezy sounds more like a dude than Esther Roll.
Okay, so you helping me make my point then. So it don't matter what their voices sound like.
When you listen to Weezy on the phone, you know that is.
It don't matter what they sound like. It's what I'm saying to you. If Esther Roll and Weezy both sound like dudes on the phone, then you helping me make my point. Ain't no half stepping, Marcus. Ain't no half stepping, damn it. We're gonna agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. We gonna move on. We gonna get these comments in from the MixLR page, and then we gonna move on. Tony says it goes deeper than the stuff like hands and hair, intricate details like the small of your woman's back, the area that leads from the navel to the sternum, stuff like that. But you know what, Tony? That was kind of sexy, actually. That was kind of sexy.
Thank you, Miss Miles.
Yeah, for real. Like now you got me like all sweating. Like damn, I'm about to go check for the. I'm going to check for the small of the back now, and then navel to the sternum. Going. And Grizzy says shout out to Shamiqua Holesclaw, because we know how she do. She got estrogen, even if she do look like a woman. She busting out windows and shooting people. Grizzy even says Ray Charles check out the hand. Even Ray Charles checks out the hand. And then Tony says one thing is unmistakable: them damn feet. Men's feet are wretched. Little dude, big dude, feminine dude. Feet are wretched. Disagree with that, but that's her opinion. Ain't no ass stepping with Marcus J.